Hey y'all, Drew Lentz, the wireless nerd here, and today I just want to rant about some stuff that I'm seeing. You know, there's so many fantastic things happening in the world of municipal broadband and connectivity for cities and counties, and we're sitting on, the edge of $100 billion in funding coming down, and the ESF stuff that's happening for, E-rate expansion, and there's all these great things that are happening. And I was at a conference 2 weeks ago, the Texas Association of Government IT Managers, and I was talking to groups and groups of IT directors from cities and counties and municipalities across the state of Texas. And the thing that kept coming back was, we need a solution now. We need a solution today. We need to deploy something that's going to solve the problem and, figure out a long-term solution within that. And, with all this funding that's coming down the pipe, one of the things that's happening is like flies to honey. We are seeing so many people that overnight have become experts at deploying municipal networks. They become experts at wireless, experts at Wi-Fi, experts at fiber to the home. All of a sudden, every vendor that you can possibly imagine is turning around and they've got this solution that's going to solve all the problems for your municipality. And they're going to leverage all the funding to do it, but they're not going to do it today. And they're not going to do it 6 months from now, and they're not going to do it a year from now. And I'm frustrated with that because I know that there's a better way. I've been doing this for long enough to understand the easy way to do it, the difficult way to do it, the right way to do it, the wrong way to do it. And what's frustrating to me is that even with initiatives like fiber to the home initiatives, there's still a way that you can solve the problem today that leads you into making sure that it's a fully fledged solution a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. We just had a fantastic city right down the road from me here called Far, Texas, announce plans to deploy fiber to the home to 22,000 households. 22,000 households, fiber to the home, gigabit access. The price tag on that's going to be like $60 million. And by the time the RFPs have been put out and the RFP responses come in, and it's time to order the fiber optic cable and receive that fiber optic cable and hopefully get around the chip shortage, by the time all that's done and fiber's starting to go into the ground, it's going to be 6 months. It's going to be a year. It's going to be a while before any of that gets done. And the problem of students connecting is not going to go away. We're coming up on summer. We're coming up on this break in the school year where kids are going to be out doing what kids do. It's a great opportunity for municipalities to get their stuff together and figure out the way to get this solution put in place before the kickoff of the next school year. We only have 3 or 4 months before that happens, but there's a way to do it today. I love wireless technology. I'm a huge advocate for wireless technology, and one of the things I like the most about it is I can deploy a gigabit ring around the city. I can deploy Wi-Fi in the city. I can deploy CBRS and multi-point connectivity in the city. I can solve the problem today. And in 6 months or a year from now, when that fiber starts to come in, that fiber can shore up everything that I'm doing. It can remove the need for that primary connectivity on a wireless link and turn it into a backup link. Now you've built a resilient network. Now you've built a stable network. Now you've built a redundant network. That Wi-Fi that's going to be out on all the street lights when those projects finalize by the time the school year starts, well, now that fiber is coming into the home, that Wi-Fi still is usable. It's usable for traffic signals, for intersections, for city operations, for the people that don't have fiber to the home, for the communities that are still waiting for it to go in. You've built a network and a solution that solves the problem today. It solves the problem tomorrow. It gives you redundancy and resiliency. And it's not simply saying that you're going to do something. It's actually doing something. And that's a problem that we're facing right now. $100 billion in ARPA funding. Tons of innovation coming with the Emergency Connectivity Fund, the ECF, ratifications to E-rate. All these great things are happening, and people are looking at this saying, now's the time. It's finally the time. But are you going to act? Are people actually going to act? Are they going to do something and capitalize on this opportunity where our industry is finally getting the spotlight? I really, really hope so. And the thing that I impress on everybody the most is find someone who knows what they're doing. Now that all this funding is out there, so many people have magically become the source, the go-to for fiber to the home or for municipal broadband or broadband connectivity. Everybody and their mom is now an expert in broadband delivery. And for those of us that have been doing it for 20 years and 30 years and looking at this problem, through the long scope, it's aggravating to see that. So encourage everyone to do a good job, to fact check everything that they're doing, to call references, to make sure that whoever you're hiring to deploy these networks is actually capable of doing it and referenceable, because this is not an opportunity that's going to come around many more times. $100 billion to build out network connectivity in a community. Man, this is our chance to do it right. But do it. Get on the ball. Get something in the air. Get something put up. Get something working so that way, when that next school year starts, your community is the community that doesn't have to worry about solving the problem because you've already done it. Anyway, thanks for letting me rant. I know it's 5 minutes. Usually these things are supposed to be short, but I just had to get it off my chest. So enjoy your day. If you need any help, tweet at me at Wireless Nerd. Look me up online. I have a company called Frontera Consulting. We'll help you figure it out. I mean, that's what we do, right? That's what we do. We're not here to take advantage of anybody. We're here to make sure that it's done the correct way. So if you need anything, look us up, gofrontera.com, or find me on Twitter, Drew at drewlentz.com, or at Wireless Nerd. Anyway, thanks for listening. We'll see you.